season.
And I think Chris Fowler played almost the entire game, all but 2 minutes.
Fowler, the spark, the engine here behind the Tigers, both defensively and offensively. It's very rare you see a player of his caliber really at this level. You usually see these kind of guys with these handles go on to Division I at least, or at least Division II. Tip-off's going to be won by the Gorlocks. It's going to be taken up now by number 10, Jonathan Ojo. He passes it over to Walton. Walton gets the screen. He's going to be driving in. He's looking around, though. He stops. He's pivoting. He gets it outside. They're going to go inside to Moore. He's going to go up. Guarded by Butler. Can't get his go. Rebounded by Butler. A lot of contact here early. It's going to be Fowler bringing the ball up now for the Tigers. He's on the top of the key. Gets it over to Butler. He's double-teamed, so he gets rid of it to Archibald. Again, top of the key. They're going to work it inside to Singletary. He's going to get picked away, though. He throws the ball out for anybody to grab, and that's going to be up and easy. The easiest of all points there for C.J. Moore, and the Gorlocks lead 2-0 here early in the first minute of play. Fowler's going to pass it over to Archibald. He kicks it inside. They're going to go outside. That's going to be up and no good. Brock Butler, the usually very consistent three-point threat here for the Tigers, can't get it to go. And now it's going to be Gorlock ball. It's up top now with Hunter Ward. He's got to look around for some help. Gets it to Moore. He's going to get it right back, though. Work it over to the right side. Gorlock's doing a nice job of moving the ball. And now they're going to go inside, and it's going to be taken away, this time by Fowler. If you don't keep an eye on him, Kent, he's just going to take him all day long.
He's going to be a thief.
And there goes Butler into the paint. Butler can't get the nice driving layup to fall. That was a surprise. He was right there and just didn't put enough on it. So Gorlock still lead 2-0 here. And we played about a minute and a half. It's going to be Walton getting it over to Ward. Outside, this time to Ojo. Back to the baseline. They're looking, that's a very dangerous pass. They're almost taken away by Fowler. Ojo is going to be driving. He goes up and puts up a wild-looking shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Marquise Jones. Fowler's pushing it up. He's in transition. This is where he's at his most deadliest. He's going to pass it off to Butler, though. They're going to set and let a play run itself through. Over to Archibald. Inside to Singletary. Into the baseline to Fowler. Outside to Butler. Jump shot. It's up, and it's no good. There's a lid on the basket here early for the Tigers. 3 missed shots, all of them from Brock Butler. Hunter Ward's going to be about mid-range, right around the free throw line. No good. Rebounded, though, by the Gorlocks. That was rebounded by Joseph Henry. Gorlocks now working it around. They're in the left corner. Going up top. Around to the right side. Here it goes up, and that's going to be C.J. Moore. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, though. And then his pass was disrupted by Steven Archibald. I'm going to say it was out by Archibald. So it's going to stay Gorlock basketball. If you're just joining us a little earlier tonight, the Iowa Wesleyan women's team won 61-45. Now I wonder if is it Gorlocks or Gorlets for the women's team.
I don't know. But if they're just joining us, Taylor, where the heck they've been all
night?
I know.
They should be here with us, right? Up top now. It's going to be over to Moore. Kicks it outside to Walton. He's going to drive on Marquise Jones. Taken away by Singletary, but they're going to say a foul occurred before the steal. I think they're going to call that one on CJ. Yes, they are. They're going to say C.J. Singletary getting a little too rough here. First foul of the game, first for him. It's going to be Hunter Ward now. Going outside to Moore. He gets it to Ojo. Nice to Henry. Good job moving it around now. It's in the hands of Moore, but he kicks it back outside. Almost a nice steal there for Archibald. Tigers are trying to track him down defensively, and here comes a three-pointer up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Archibald. It's being pushed up by Butler. Still no points here for the Tigers. They trail by 2. A nice inside pass there to Marquise, almost taken away. It's up and it's good. Marquise Jones with the and one gets the dangerous pass and then gets fouled on his way up. And the big fella puts it down nice and easy there, Kent.
Yeah, that was a nice move. You know, he probably goes, I would say they got him listed at 280, and I'd say he's every bit of that. But he moves pretty good for the size he is.
Looks like an offensive lineman playing down there. That's a good, if you get a screen from him, you could run for 1,000 yards probably. Here comes the shot, and it's up and it's good. So Marquise Jones gives the Tigers their first lead of the game, and they lead 3-2. It took them a while to get their first points here. And we saw checking into the game is number 42, Mitchell Dre, a 6'6 junior out of Gretna, Nebraska. Also checking in is number 22, Joe Lennon, a senior out of Tacoma, Iowa. Gorlock's working it around. It's going to be stolen, though. That's by Lennon. Nice hustle by him to fall right on top of it. Archibald bringing it up. Gets it to Dre. Dre's going to drive in baseline. They're going to say he was fouled by Jonathan Ojo. Like I said earlier, Ojo is a junior guard out of West Palm Beach, Florida.
Wonder how he takes this winter in Iowa.
Probably the same as I do.
Stay inside?
Stay bundled up constantly. Checking in here for the Gorlocks is going to be Tevin Evans. That's a fun name to say. A junior out of St. Louis, Missouri. He's another one of these tween players for the Gorlocks. He plays guard and forward. Pretty much whatever's needed for Webster. Archibald gets it over to Butler. Gets it right back, though, and they're going to work it over to Fowler, who's double-teamed. Baseline, there's Dre. Can't get it to fall, though. That was a good shot. Just can't get it to fall. And now here come the Gorlocks. They're working around the top of the arch. It's in the hands of Adam Etter. They give it over to Ward. Inside, Walton. He goes up. Can't get it to fall. Almost gets his own rebound. But they're going to say he knocked it out of bounds instead. So now it's going to be Tiger basketball. Nice defense in the post there.
The first shot for Webster went down tonight by C.J. Moore, but they've missed their last 6 shots, and Wesleyan is on top 3-2, and we played almost 5 minutes.
Almost 5 minutes, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Just a defensive basketball night here in Olin G. Rubel Arena. Brock Butler has the ball on the far left side, gets it into the corner to Dre, who passes it off to Fowler, who's in the post. He's going to take up a wild-looking shot. He felt there was contact. They're not going to call it, though. And now here come the Gorlocks. They're stampeding down. It's going to be Moore. He gets it up top to Evans. He gets it outside. They're going to keep working it. Now they go inside to Moore. He goes up. He gets it to fall. C.J. Moore, very good at that turnaround jumper in the post. That's the second one he's made. And now it's a 4-3 Gorlock lead.
C.J. Moore's leading 4-3.
Gorlock, it sounds kind of like something you'd hear in Star Trek. Tiger's going to work it outside now. Here's a shot from Butler. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. He's in trouble. He gets it to Lennon, to Archibald, to Fowler. He drives in. He shoots up a teardrop. That one made an arching motion, and that just went down nicely. Tigers lead 5-4 now. Great shot there by Chris Fowler. And now Tevin Evans goes in, and he's going to pass it right back out. 3-point shot. Can't fall for the Gorlocks. Rebounded by Dre. Here comes Fowler, pushing the tempo for the Tigers. He's picked up by 2 guys. Goes inside to Lennon. He goes up. He misses a shot off the bottom of the backboard and somehow gets it to Chris Fowler, who makes a beautiful cut to the basket and is fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That was a nice heads-up play by Joe Lennon after he missed the shot to get it somehow. I don't know how he got that pass through the Gorlock defense, but Fowler got it and cut, and here he goes for his first shot, and it's down. So he's going to give them a 6-4 lead at the moment. Checking into the ball game for the Tigers is number 10, Elijah Johnson, 6'2 sophomore out of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Yes, John, it's a real place. We're playing the Gorlocks, and he's from Rancho Cucamonga. He's giving me a strange look over on the side of the booth here. 7-4 ball game after Fowler made his second. Here's a nice move from Tevin Evans. Can't get it to fall, though, but he was fouled on the shot. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Tevin Evans, like I said, junior out of St. Louis, Missouri. I just like saying his name, Kent, so I might have to throw it in a couple more times. Here comes the shot. It's up and no good, so he misses his first free throw. Also checking into the game for the Gorlocks, number 21, Tevin Crenshaw, a junior out of Mobile, Alabama. Here comes the second. It's up and it's good. So Evans able to hit 1 of 2 here at the line. And we have played 6 minutes officially, and it's a 7-5 ball game. And this is not the start you would expect from these two teams here. Fowler has it at the top of the key. Oh, almost had a great alley-oop there to Elijah Johnson. Johnson able to save it, but it's taken away by the Gorlocks, and now they're going to be running up. And then there's a loose ball foul. They're going to call that on Mitch Dre. Kent saying that's his second. Dre had a good idea to try to steal the ball, but he accidentally shoved him out of bounds. The momentum carried him.
You just don't want to make a foul 45 feet from the basket.
Absolutely, and now it's going to be in the hands of Hunter Ward. He's picked up by Butler. He'll shoot a step away. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Fowler. He's pushing the tempo up. He's going to drive. He's going to go baseline. Nice pass. It's up, and it's no good. That would have been a beautiful shot there for Brock Butler. He goes into the baseline off his own rebound. Finally gets one to go, and that's now going to be 9-5. Brock Butler finally gets one of his shots to fall here, Kent.
Yeah, he's now 1 out of 7 from the field.
There's a quick shot there from Tevin Evans, and that's going to be a three-pointer as well. And now we have a 9-8 ball game. Butler passes it into the corner to Johnson. He's going to go inside. Lennon, cross court, gets picked away though. That was taken away by Etter. Here come the Gorlocks in transition. Up to Moore. He gets a lot of contact on the shot by Butler. That was a late call there.
Right call, though.
It was a good call, but a low one there.
That's one of those unwritten rules in basketball. The official right next to the play, the official away from the play is not going to call it, and when the official next to it doesn't call it,
then he's got to
whistle it down.
And that's what happened here. So C.J. Moore is going to shoot 2 from the line here. He's the leading scorer for the Gorlocks. Misses his first one, so it's going to stay 9-8. Checking in for the game is going to be Steven Archibald. He's checking in for Brock Butler, and Trey Polite is going to be checking in for Mitch Dre. Polite is a junior guard out of St. Louis, Missouri. We have a lot of St. Louis boys playing tonight. He hits his second free throw, and it's now tied up at 9-9. Chris Fowler is going to be bringing it up. Kent, when I was trying to think of the player that reminds me of Chris Fowler, I truly believe he's a Rajon Rondo type player. Just a great dribbler. He can rebound, and he moves the ball better than anyone else on the court.
Well, all I know is he'd be good.
And here comes Lennon. Lennon, I think they're going to call him for a double dribble there. That's going to be their 4th turnover here early in the first half. Just lost control on his way into the post.
Wesleyan's lucky so far, though, Taylor, because Webster hadn't scored off those 4 turnovers.
That's a very rare feat to have. And now we're going to have Gorlocks moving it around. Tevin Evans has it at the top of the key. Inside to Crenshaw. He's backing down. He goes up. It's up, and it's good. Oh, but they're going to call a travel on him. Crenshaw can't be happy because he said, hey, I just made a bucket, though.
That's why that move looked so good.
Yeah, it did. Took a little too many steps. Checking in for Joe Lennon is going to be Marquise Jones. Coming in to be the muscle here for the Tigers. So we're tied up 9-9 here with about 12 minutes left till halftime. During halftime, we'll have some recap of the women's game, some interviews and some words with Coach Williamson. A nice mid-range jumper for Chris Fowler goes down, so it's now 11-9 Tigers lead. Ball's being brought up by Moore. He'll shoot a pull-up 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Crenshaw. No, it's not rebounded by Crenshaw. Rebounded by Marquise Jones. Somehow Crenshaw fumbled it away, and then Jones just picked it up. He goes inside to Archibald, inside to Fowler, and he goes up and gets it to go. They're always looking for the open man in this Tiger offense, and they found him there. It's now 13-9. Evans is getting guarded by Polite, top of the key. He's pretty lanky on Polite. He's going to shoot a 3, and he gets it to fall. So it's now going to be 13-12. So a nice quick catch-up shot there by Tevin Evans. Marquise Jones is going to kick it out. Elijah Johnson for 3, and Elijah Johnson hits one. Elijah Johnson is a very streaky shooter, but when he's on, he is on. So they don't want to get him warmed up today. Crenshaw has it at the top of the arch. Over to Moore. They're going to get over to Michael Dunn, who checked in. Over to Eder. Mid-range jumper. Hits up. No good. So Evans really missing him here for Gorlocks. It's now 16-12 ball game. Fowler's pushing it up. He's double teamed and he turns it over. You see that a lot with Chris Fowler. He tries to do too much. We're going to have a foul on the drive here. It's C.J. Moore going up for it. I think they're going to call that one on Elijah Johnson. They will, and so Moore's going to go to shoot some more free throws. (16-12) ball game. Moore shoots his first. No good, so Moore is struggling at the free throw line tonight. Checking in for the Gorlocks is going to be number 42, Evan Milligan, freshman out of Evansville, Indiana. Played some former ball for Evansville Central high school ball. 16-13 after the made free throw. Tigers lead. Butler is going to be bringing it up. They're going to let Chris Fowler get some well-deserved resting time on the bench. Polite's going to have it. He drives. Kicks out. Butler, three-pointer. It's up and it rattles in and out. Close shot there for Brock Butler. It's not his night tonight. Here comes Moore, guarded by Butler. Gets it over to Evans, guarded by Archibald. He's going to drive. He goes up and he gets it. No good. It's going to be blocked by Elijah Johnson. Nice heads-up off-ball defense there by Elijah. Comes in and swats it, gets a hand on it. Butler's going to be bringing it up. Gets it over to Elijah. Into the corner to Trey Polite. Inside to Jones. He's going to dribble. He's going to spin move. He puts it up. Big fella's got moves, and he gets it to fall. The spin move. That was fancy there, Ken. He gets it to fall, so it's now 18-13.
And like I said, you're really surprised at how well he does move.
For a 290-pound man, yeah, he is nimble on his feet. Gorlocks now going to move it around. Tevin Evans goes inside. Dunn wasn't ready for it, but he's able to wrangle it in. Here comes a three. No good. Rebounded. This time it's going to be up, and it's going to be a nice rebound there by Milligan. And Milligan got his own rebound and got that one to go down. So nice hustle here by the Gorlocks to keep it close. It's 18-15 Tigers lead. We just hit the 9-minute mark. Elijah Johnson goes inside to Marquise Jones. He's going to get hacked at, and they're going to take it away. C.J. Moore in transition. It's up, and it's good. Actually, that was not C.J. Moore. That was number 14, Xavier Dortch out of Stockton, Alabama. So now the Tigers only up by one, 18-17. They're working it around. Polite at the top of the key. And loses a handle on it. It's almost taken away there. Michael Dunn almost had himself a steal. Luckily, it's saved by the official. So now checking in for the Tigers is Chris Fowler coming in for Elijah Johnson. It's C.J. Singletary coming in for Trey Polite. Fowler's now going to have it with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He's got to get something going. He's going to give it over to Butler. Butler, they're going to have to get something off. Deep three-pointer. Fowler can't get it to go. Rebounded by Singletary. He gets blocked. He gets it back, though. He's going to put it up, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. So nice hustle by C.J. Singletary. Just didn't have the right footing to do what he wanted to go do. So it's going to be a turnover here for the Tigers. 18-17. That's going to be their sixth turnover so far. To Dortch. Getting a nice screen from Evans. He gives it right back to Evans. To Dunn. And they're going to say a moving screen foul called on Evan Milligan. Milligan not happy with the call, but you got to keep your feet planted if you're going to do a screen. And clearly he was moving a little bit.
You know, most of the time when that does happen like that, it's the screener that sticks his leg out, but the dribbler doesn't get close enough to the screen to make it effective. So it should be called on the guy that's got the ball instead of the screener.
Tigers have the ball with C.J. Singletary. It gets knocked out of bounds by Michael Dunn. And coming in for the Gorlocks is going to be Hunter Ward. And coming in is also Jonathan Ojo. They are replacing Adam Eder and Tevin Evans. So now Tigers have the ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Fowler gets it over to Archibald. Over to the left side to Butler. Cross court back to Fowler. Inside to Jones. He spins. He goes up. He's blocked. Let's see. I'll give that block to Michael Dunn there. I think he was more in the vicinity. Dunn's a sophomore out of Tallahassee, Florida, home of the Seminoles and Florida State. And then there's Singletary. He falls, though, on the drive. He's going to get it to Archibald. No good from Archibald on the deep shot. Now here come the Gorlocks. They're driving. It's up. Dortch gets it to go. Nice transition shot there by Dortch, and it's now Webster leading 19-18. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. It's going to be called by Alex Huseman, so we'll take a quick timeout with him. Tigers trail 19-18. You're listening to Iowa Wesleyan basketball on KILJ.com.
Need to refinance your house? Want free checking? Do you have extra cash, or do you need a farm or commercial loan granted by local lenders? Stop in at People's State Bank in Winfield, and you'll get the friendly individual service you deserve to help you with all your banking needs. At People's State Bank, you get fast local loan decisions, great rates for your investment, and a friendly, modern environment. Even if you don't live in the immediate area,
we probably turn off, though. We still have 7 minutes.
Telephone banking, both free services when you bank with us. Need another bank? Try People's State Bank for great rates and free insurance on deposits over $100,000. A safety factor so you won't worry about your funds. If you're over 50, People's State Bank will give you free checks for your accounts. They have all sizes of lock boxes, cash back on their credit cards, and if you pay your bills online, that service is all free at People's State Bank. Friendly service. That's People's State Bank of Winfield. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back, folks. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena where the Tigers just missed a shot, so now the Gorlocks are bringing it up. Webster leads 19-18 right now. Tigers trying to stay undefeated at home and trying to keep their conference lead all to themselves, because if they lose here, they will tie up with Westminster. Made three-pointer from Evan Milligan makes it a 22-18 ball game now. Fowler bringing it up. He gets picked up by Dortch. Goes inside to Jones. Big fella goes up, and he's going to get blocked by Milligan. So he got that one nice turnaround to go, and he keeps going back to that well, and it keeps getting shut down. A nice transition shot, and this is by Dortch. Gorlocks really finding success here lately. 24-18, Tigers trail. Dortch has 7 points in the game by coming off the bench. CJ Singletary gets a nice easy ball in the lane. Doesn't get it to go, though. And we're going to have a foul.
I think they called Mr. Jones.
Yes, they did. So Jones is going to be subbed out. Coming in for him is going to be Michael Neff, a junior forward out of Monroe, Iowa. And Elijah Johnson is also going to be subbing back in.
You know, the thing about this game, Taylor, is the longer you let this team hang around, the more chance they think they have of winning this basketball game.
Absolutely. And here comes Ojo. He's picked up by Singletary. They're going to go up top to Dunn. He's going to dribble in. They get it to Ward. He's getting picked up. It's going to be taken away. That's a nice steal by Elijah Johnson. Tigers are in transition. Fowler goes inside. It's going to be taken away, though, by Milligan. That's another instance of Chris Fowler just trying a little too much.
He's got to shoot the basketball more instead of looking for the pass.
And we're going to have almost another steal there by Elijah Johnson. Wide open shot for Hunter Ward. They're going to say his foot was on the line, though. So that's going to make it a 26-18 ball game. We've seen the Tigers have some really good comebacks here in Olin G. Rubel Arena. Just you wish you wouldn't have to. And that's going to be a hard foul there on CJ Singletary in the midst of shooting. He goes down hard, and he'll shoot two. They're going to call the foul on Michael Dunn. So Singletary going to the line. He's 6'2" sophomore out of Evanston, Illinois. It's up and it is good. So he makes his first one. So it's now 26-19. Checking in here for the Gorlocks is C.J. Moore. He's had himself quite a game. And also coming in is Joseph Henry. So two of the starters coming back here for Webster. Second shot rattles around, but it comes out, so it's going to stay 26-19. Ball is in the hands of Hunter Ward. He's picked up by Butler. He's calling around looking for help. He gets it over to Ojo, who puts it in the hands of Henry. He's going to drive. It's up, and he can't get it to go. And a putback dunk. Hunter Ward. Oh, my goodness. Look out below, folks. And there's an electricity on their bench now. That was a thunderous putback dunk. And now it's 28-19, and the Tigers just turned the ball over. I think they're going to say it was out on the Gorlock, so it's going to stay Tiger basketball. All the momentum and energy has just been deflated out of this Tiger basketball team right now, Kent.
Yeah, and I think if you ask the coach right now, Coach Bunch, he would probably tell you this is probably their best half of basketball all season long.
That's going to be a steal here by DJ Moore. He gets it to Ojo. He's going to lay it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Henry. He can't get it to go. Rebounded by Moore. He can't get it to go. So nice transition post defense here for the Tigers. That should have been 2 easy points there for the Gorlocks, and they can't get it to fall. So now it's going to be Tiger basketball, and they're working CJ Singletary inside. They're getting it to Neff. Neff gets a nice mid-range jumper to fall. So it's now going to be 28-21, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor from Webster. We'll take one with them. Right now it is a 28-21 ball game. Your Tigers trail, and you're listening to Iowa Wesleyan basketball on KILJ Radio.
When you need electrical work done, call on Mount Pleasant Electric of Mount Pleasant, Iowa. They can do residential, rural, industrial, or commercial electrical jobs for you. Maybe you've got a remodeling project going on and you need more outlets, lights, ceiling fans, other wiring. You might need wired, farm buildings, business, or industry. Mount Pleasant Electric of Mount Pleasant, Iowa works hard and works for affordable prices. Call Mount Pleasant for your electrical needs.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena, which is inside the Howell Activity Center, which is inside the campus of Iowa Wesleyan University, where the Tigers are trailing 28-21 here to the Gorlocks from Webster University. Gorlocks have the ball right now in the hands of Joseph Henry. Works it around to DJ Moore. Moore was the early spark here for the Gorlocks, and a nice easy up and in basket there for Evan Milligan. So it's now 30-21 ball game, and we have about 3 minutes left till halftime. So Tigers better get going if they want to have a comeback here before halftime. A nice around the back pass by Chris Fowler finds Elijah Johnson for a three-pointer. That's as fancy of a pass as you can get. Around the back from Fowler, and Elijah Johnson knocks it down. So it's now 30-24. They're going to go inside to Ward. He's double-teamed. Outside. Here comes a three-pointer. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Moore. He gets it to Ward. He'll shoot a three right in the face of Neff. Can't get it to go. It's going to be rebounded by Ojo. Gives it to Ward. He goes inside. No good. Almost rebounded by Milligan. There should have been a technical there. And then they give it inside again to Henry. Tigers just cannot get rebounds right now. And the ball finally goes down there, but if you ask me, Kent, you're not allowed to hang on the rim, so that should have been a technical there on the Gorlocks.
Didn't catch those little rascals.
Tigers working it into CJ Singletary, and he gets it to go down. He's looking for some calls because he was bumped around a little bit. 32-26, 6-point ball game now. We have 2 minutes left to play till halftime.
A little excitement here in the last couple minutes.
There has been, and I mean, the Gorlocks are really getting it done on the inside. They're just chipping away, and there's another beautiful move there by Evan Milligan. He was backing down Michael Neff and just spun around, and he could have dunked it there, but just lays it up nice and easy. Tigers are going to have Elijah Johnson have it in the corner. Work it around to Brock Butler. Back to Fowler, who drives. Goes inside to Singletary. He gets it up. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound and tips it in. So it's now 34-26. CJ Singletary starting to get it going for the Tigers. Henry has the ball for Webster. Works it around to Hunter Ward. I think we're going to have an off-ball foul by Michael Neff. Getting a little too physical there with Evan Milligan.
Well, Neff's just not quick enough to stay with Milligan, and he had to grab a hold of him or else he was going to have an easy layup. Not a bad foul, really.
Absolutely, and coming in now for the Gorlocks is going to be Adam Etter and Tevin Evans.
I don't know if Milligan plays like this every night out, Taylor, but he's got right now 9 points off the bench.
Very dominant performance for himself here, and he is a 6'5" freshman out of Evansville, Indiana. His first free throw's up, and it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Archibald. So it's going to stay 34-28. Butler is going to be playing the point now for the Tigers. Gets it over to Archibald. Works it over to Johnson. He gives it back to Butler inside. They're going to Singletary again, and they're going to say jump ball. That will stay Tiger basketball. Oh, no, they're going to say foul, reaching in.
I think that was on C.J. Moore.
C.J. Moore getting a little too handsy here. So a minute and 10 seconds left till halftime. Tigers trail 34-28. They have the ball. They get it outside to Elijah Johnson. And then they're going to kick it inside. It's going up, and they can't get going, and it's blocked. That was Joe Lennon trying to get a shot off, and he's going to be denied. So now it's Gorlock basketball with a minute left to play. Until halftime, I should say. Moore's going to kick it inside to Etter. Etter's going up. Etter gets a nice layup. The smallest guy on the court somehow gets right through the defense, and he's going to score. So it's now 36-28, and we're going to hit the 40-second mark here. Coach Huseman can't be pleased with the offensive output from his team. They're usually more efficient and prolific on this side of the ball as C.J. Singletary gets one to go. So it's now 36-30. And the Gorlock can pretty much just hang on to the ball there. There's only a split-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
After a slow start, each team is warmed up.
36-30. You can start hearing the crowd starting to chant them on. Gorlock's going to get a screen. It's Etter. He gets it outside to Moore. He's going to drive. He's going to shoot a baseline. Can't get it to go. Rebounded. No way. Oh, my goodness, folks. Milligan.
He shot that from behind the board.
He got the rebound, and while fading out of bounds, shoots it over the top corner of the backboard, and it just gently falls in. So I've never seen that shot in person before, Kent.
That's a horse shot.
Blown away. So it's going to be an 8-point deficit for the Tigers going into halftime, 38-30. We're going to be right back, and we'll have some stats for you from Kent, and then we'll have some interviews with Coach Williamson and Darby Massner after their win over the Gorlocks. So you're listening to Tiger Basketball here on 105.5 FM KILJ.
Are you looking for an adventure? Are you an adrenaline junkie? Do you need something to warm you up on a cold January night? Then you can't afford to miss the world's toughest rodeo at the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on January the 29th and 30th. And to make it even better, Shiloh Outfitters will give you a free rodeo ticket. That's right, with a qualifying purchase, you will receive a ticket voucher to the world's toughest rodeo absolutely free. So come on in and see Miss Cherry's great of hats to boots and everything in between. Get some new duds and pick up your free rodeo ticket. But hurry, supplies are limited. That's Shiloh Outfitters, 3.5 miles south of Mount Pleasant, just off Highway 218. Watch for the sign in the big red Justin booth.
Welcome back, sports fans. It's halftime here inside Olin G. Rubel Arena. Your Tigers are trailing 38-30 to the Gorlocks from Webster University. And I believe we have some stats here from Kent. Kent, what's the story of the first half?
Well, I'll tell you what, they have got tremendous play from the bench. Taylor, Evan Milligan, and Xavier Dortch have come off the bench to score 18 of their 38 points in the first half. And the leading scorer is Evan Milligan with 11 and 7 points apiece for Xavier Dortch and Tevin Evans. And for the Tigers at the halftime break, 8 points for Chris Fowler, 7 points for C.J. Singletary, 6 points for Elijah Johnson. Brock Butler has a basket for 2, and Marquise Jones has 5 points, and Mike Neff has a basket for 2. So all in all, after an 18-17 lead at the end of the first quarter, so to speak, at the 10-minute mark of the first half, Wesleyan got outscored 21-12 in the second 10 minutes of the first half, and they trailed by 8 at halftime, 38-30. And And like I said, about the middle of the first half, John Taylor, I knew I'd do that. You talk to Coach Bunch right now, and I bet you he would tell you this is their best first half and maybe the best basketball they probably played all year.
Absolutely. And again, they're leading 38-30. And we're going to be right back after these messages. And when we return, John Kewins got down after the game and he spoke with head coach Steve Williamson and sharpshooter Darby Massner about their big win over the Gorlocks. So that's going to be coming up. Again, your Tigers trail 38-30. We'll be right back here on KILJ.
Take a step out of the ordinary with Anna's Pantry of Mount Pleasant. They've got the sauces, mixes, and dips to get you creative in the kitchen. Need a specialty flour? Anna's Pantry is stocked there too. Be adventurous. Mix and match flavors and spices to make a unique meal or bake a delicious dessert. Anna's Pantry also offers pastas, candies, and lots of snack options. Looking for a unique gift idea? Pick up a basket and stock it full of snacks and treats. That's a gift that they will appreciate. If you're tired of thing meal after meal, hit the refresh button and go to Anna's Pantry on the east side of the square. They've got everything you need to make dinner fresh and delicious.
Welcome back, folks. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena, and earlier this evening, the girls, or the women's team, I should say, defeated the Gorlocks 61-45, and John Kewins caught up with the head coach of the Tigers, Steve Williamson, and discussed the big win.
Coach Steve Williamson joining us here, and Coach, a 61-45 victory, but it was a win, but it was kind of a struggle. Things just didn't come easy for anybody out there tonight.
No, I didn't think we played within our system. We didn't play within our game plan. I think we kind of got away from doing what works for us, and that hurts us offensively. Defensively, we had some things that we're trying to work on, sinking down hard in the post, keeping the ball in their post players' hands, and we didn't do a good job of that, but hey, our kids battled. They found a way to win. We got some really good performances by a few girls, and that helps out with the effort that some of them played with tonight. Really did a good job.
Yeah, Dakota Flesner, she's, you got her listed at 5'9", and boy, she was in battling as hard as anybody underneath the boards tonight again.
Oh, Dakota's great. I mean, she had 20 points, 16 rebounds. I mean, she battled, she hustled, and just banged, and she probably could have had 30. She made some of those little bunnies in there, but the kid's a tough kid and plays with a lot of heart, a lot of pride, and we got a lot out of her tonight, and I was pleased with her effort.
Darby Masner kind of broke the game open for you in the first half when she dropped in 5 3-point field goals, and looked like that bucket was about the size of the ocean there for a while.
Yeah, I wish she kind of would have taken that pull-up jumper. I wish she would have shot the three because, I mean, maybe that got her off her rhythm. But, no, she ended up with 6 or 8 behind the arc. Great shooter. She's shooting the ball well, and our players, they need to realize that. And when they get her the ball, she opens up things for everybody else too, and that's basketball. It's a team sport, and she was, when she's shooting the ball well, when Kaylee's shooting the ball well, we're a very, very tough team to guard because our guards, Amy and Rachel, are so good at getting to the basket, and then you got Dakota right there inside too. So we just got to get back to playing within our system and playing together, and not, trying to do too much as individuals.
Amy Iverson, 8 assists tonight. I think 5 of those might have been passes to Darby.
Yeah, I mean, they were, and that's what she's good at, finding the people. And again, I think it goes back to sometimes we need to make the easy play and the smart play instead of the fancy play. And sometimes I think we try and look too cute out there and miss the open people and just take the simple plays.
All right, and as far as you had Darby, she played all 40 minutes of the ballgame tonight, and just kind of afraid to take her out because she was headed maybe for another 10 three-point field goals, 10 of them in a night.
No, and she was playing well, and she was giving me everything I asked of her, and there was a couple times I thought about giving her a breather, but she was battling, and she was doing everything we expected her to do.
All right, as far as Wesleyan now, you're standing with a record overall of 13-3. You took care of business in the conference on your home floor, 8-1. So that's got to make you smile.
Yeah.
Something's got to make you smile.
Yeah, it does. I mean, we're still tied for first place, but I see the potential in our locker room, and I see the ability that this team has. And I just don't. That's the hard thing is we're not playing up to our potential right now. And and I'm the type of guy I don't want to be average. I don't want to be complacent. I expect us to get better each and every night, and we're not getting that right now. So we got to get back to practice and work hard and get that out of them.
Next game coming up. What's that going to be?
It'll be a good game. McMurray's a tough team. they play zone, and if we attack the zone like we did tonight, that's not going to be good. But we got to get back to attacking the zone, moving the ball, and being active. And, hopefully we start the second half of the conference with a win.
Your fast break consistently wasn't there tonight. Break that down.
The fast break wasn't there because we didn't do a good enough job on defense. Our defense leads to our offense, and that's something we always live by. And if we don't play good defense, we don't get to get out and run. I mean, we got to play great defense, make them take tough shots, and then get the rebound, and then we got to run. I mean, there's a couple times I thought we did a good job, but our wings weren't running and our point guards weren't looking. And in spurts we did, but it's got to be a consistent thing.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and think you came through healthy and get ready for McMurray next.
I think so. I'm sure Dakota's going to be bruised up a little bit. She took some big hits, and I think Amy's all right. But yeah, we'll be all right.
Darby Masner joins us, and Darby, congratulations on the Tiger team win. Still in first place in the conference. That feels good.
Yeah, it does, but I think we're in second. I'm not sure we're still in first.
Well, I mean, you're either tied for first or, well, it's a lot of season left here with things left to do. Nice thing is you took care of your home court tonight.
Yeah, that's one of the most important things. Coach says that if you want to be successful, you have to win on your home court. So when we do that, hopefully we can carry it over to the away games.
You hit 5 3-point field goals. I think they were all in a row there in the first half. What do you feel when those things start going down? Are you calling for the ball out there?
Yeah, I mean, I call for the ball, but my teammates do a really good job of just finding me when I'm open too, which is great because, to be honest, I'm not a super loud person. So, but no, they do a good job of finding me, and when I'm hot, or even when like Kaylee or Rachel or anybody, you just try to get them the ball.
Can you tell in warm-ups whether this is going to be one of those nights?
It's so up and down. Like, I shot well in warm-ups today, but to be honest, I can't be a head case about that because I used to do that, and I shoot horrible in games, so it really doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
You had 10 3-point field goals the other night. Have you ever done that before in a game prior to the college level?
No, I made 9 when I was in high school at one game, but I've never made 10 before, so it felt good.
The rest of the team, Dakota Flesner, great job tonight that she did in helping out in the scoring department. Well, every department.
Oh, yeah, she worked super hard tonight on the boards. I don't know how many she had, but it was a tremendous amount. And then rebounding leads the scoring. I mean, she played so hard tonight, and that helps out the team as a whole because we're not playing the best together right now. So when one person works hard or 2 people, it's going to try to bring everybody else up too.
What do you want to polish on your game? I know we've kind of talked about this before, but what would you like to get better at?
I don't know. You can always improve on just about everything, to be honest, but rebounding is always a big thing that I want to improve on. I mean, I think I'm getting a little bit better at it, and seeing the floor and taking care of the ball mostly.
All right. Well, congratulations on another win, and good crowd out there. A lot of the Masner family here.
Oh, yeah, there always is.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And thank you, John, for that halftime interview with Darby Masner and Coach Steve Williamson. The women, again, won by the final score of 61-45 over the Gorlocks. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we have the official stats here, so we'll give you a recap of those. And then after that, it should be time for second half action. So make sure you keep tuned in here to 105.5 FM KILJ. We'll be right back with more Tiger basketball.
Need to refinance your house? Want free checking? Do you have extra cash, or do you need a farm or commercial loan granted by local lenders? Stop in at People's State Bank in Winfield, and you'll get the friendly individual service you deserve to help you with all your banking needs. At People's State Bank, you get fast local loan decisions, great rates for your investment, and a friendly, modern environment to do all your banking. Even if you don't live in the immediate area, People's State Bank can still serve your needs with internet and telephone banking, both free services when you bank with us. Need another bank to diversify your funds? Try People's State Bank for great rates and free insurance on deposits over $100,000. A safety factor so you won't worry about your funds. If you're over 50, People's State Bank will give you free checks for your accounts. They have all sizes of lock boxes, cash back on their credit cards, and if you pay your bills online, that service is also free at People's State Bank. Local hometown friendly service. That's People's State Bank of Winfield. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back, Tiger fans. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena. Kaylor Went, joined by Kent Bennett. And Kent, looking at the official stats here, we have for the Gorlocks, like as you said earlier, we have this leading scorer being Evan Milligan. He shot 5 from 5 from the floor. He had 1 3-pointer. and he had 4 rebounds and 11 points, as you said, and 2 blocks. He was pretty dominant, and he played 10 minutes here in the first half, so he looks to have a big half, and he made that circus shot right at the end, the rebound, and it was almost going out of bounds, and he grabbed it at the baseline and shot over the top corner of the backboard, so he did not have a direct line of sight to the rim. Shot it overwards. The only play I've ever seen happen like that before was Kobe Bryant and that crazy 81-pointer game against the Raptors. So a beautiful shot there by Evan Milligan. And as John brought up during halftime, we also saw a putback dunk, which you don't usually see here in Division III. So some rare plays really taking form here.
Well, if Milligan shot that ball again 100 times tonight, I guarantee you he wouldn't make it. But he made it when it counted.
Absolutely. And as you pointed out earlier, it's the bench players getting it done for the Gorlocks. Tevin Evans was 2 of 4 from the floor, and he hit 2 3-pointers. And he also made 1 free throw, and he had 7 points going into halftime. And Xavier Dortch, also off the bench, hit 3 of 4 from the field, and he had 1 free throw for 7 points. Not a lot of other stats for him. They contribute with their shots and their points, which is the main thing they want to see going down for them.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about that. And I'll tell you what, they played an excellent first half. And, you know, a lot of times when you're coaching, you can try to get your kids ready and tell them, hey, we got to play basketball. And then the kids kind of look at the team they're playing and say, well, they're in the middle of the league. Maybe they're not too good. Maybe we shouldn't have too much trouble. And they get it in their mind that it might be an easy game. And momentum's not something you can turn on like you turn on the light switch when you go into the bedroom or the kitchen. You got to have it before the game starts. And Wesleyan came out a little bit flat, and they survived the first 10 minutes, but they didn't survive the second 10 minutes.
And Webster in the conference standings is only 2 games behind the Tigers here. Tigers are 6-2, while Webster is 4-4. So you really don't want to give up any sort of ground, especially with Westminster right on the heels of the Tigers at 6-3. Looking at the Tigers now, their stats, the leading scorer was Chris Fowler with 8 points. He was 3 and 6 from the field. He had 2 free throws, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal, but he also had 3 turnovers. Playing a lot of minutes here in the first half was Brock Butler. He had a poor shooting half. He went 1 of 7 from the floor. He hit no 3-pointers, even though he took 4 shots, and he had 2 points and 3 rebounds in 18 minutes of play. C.J. Singletary got the start tonight, and he's really paid off well for Alex Huseman. 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 free throw made out of 2. He had 2 rebounds and 7 total points. And now it looks like we are getting ready here for the second half of play, and it's going to start out Tiger basketball. Singletary is going to inbound it to Fowler. He's going to be picked up early by Ojo. Gets it inside and just immediately throws the ball away. Not the way you want to start a second half here. Kent, just an immediate turnover for the Tigers, not even 5 seconds in.
Right, and I'll tell you what, in the second half, Brock Butler's going to have to pick up his offensive game for Wesleyan to have a chance tonight, Taylor. He hadn't played very well in the first half, so hopefully he'll turn it around.
Gets himself a steal here, and Chris Fowler has it in transition. Nice shot by Fowler. So he redeems himself there for the turnover, and it's now 38-32. Within the first 30 seconds, we've already seen 2 turnovers and a transition bucket. So a very entertaining start here, to say the least. Gorlock's going to go outside. That was an air ball there. That one was missed. I believe that was, I think that was Joseph Henry that missed that one. And then we're going to have an off-ball foul. Let's see who they give the official call to. They're going to say it was C.J. Singletary being too handsy and aggressive down there. So they're not going to say no shooting foul, so it's going to be just an inbound here for the Gorlocks into Ward. Over to Milligan. Milligan was the red-hot shooter for the Gorlocks in that first half with 11 total points, and they're going to go inside to him against Marquise Jones, and they're going to say a foul on Marquise Jones. No, they're going to say it was on Fowler. I assumed it was Marquise because he was on the ball handler. So a little high emotions here early for the Tigers. Already a couple fouls. Inbounding it's going to be Jonathan Ojo. He gets it into Ward. He's driving in. He's going to go up from the post, and he's going to get hacked by Stephen Archibald. And that's going to be 2 free throws. Gorlocks are getting the Tigers to play their way, which you never want to see. We've only played a minute here, and already some free throws coming for the Gorlocks. It's going to be Hunter Ward shooting. It's up, and it's no good. Missed the first one. No one's been very consistent from the free throw line tonight, Kent.
No, they haven't. They're 3 out of 7 right now for the game.
Very surprising. It's usually the one place you want to be the most consistent, and he makes the second. So it's going to be 39-32, and we have officially played 1 minute here in the second half. It's a 39-32 ball game. Tigers bringing it up. They get it to Marquise Jones. He's going to drive. He goes inside. Nice backdoor cut. Oh, to C.J. Singletary. And he can't get it to score, but he gets his own rebound, and he gets that one to score. It seems like C.J. always makes the second shot here, Kent. He gets his own rebounds a lot of the time, and
he doesn't give up.
Back. And there's going to be a nice drive by Henry. He can't get it to go. Milligan trying to get the rebound. He can't fall on it. Here's a nice diving effort, and they're going to have a jump ball. Chris Fowler trying to, he did call the timeout. So a nice heads-up play by Chris Fowler. Saw that his team fell on it and called the timeout before Gorlocks got there. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. We've played a minute and a half. Gorlocks are still leading 39-34. We'll be right back here on KILJ.
Brown Shoe Fit on the east side of the square in uptown Mount Pleasant invites you in to shop their winter clearance shoe sale. 20 to 50% off the regular price footwear for children, ladies, and men.
I like that. Maybe it was coming back to them.
You can't tell me he had control.
All clearance shoes on.
Not enough.
You to try. Easy for you to enjoy. There's a fit for every foot, and right now those shoes are on sale at the winter clearance shoe sale at Brown Shoe Fit, east side of the square, uptown Mount Pleasant. Keeping warm during cold Iowa winters and keeping cool during hot Iowa summers is no big deal. Not when you let C&M Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing install a new heating and cooling system in your home or business. C&M can help you cut your heating and cooling costs by installing a high-efficient furnace conditioner. Stop in or call the C&M Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing folks today. 541. Keep cool about keep warm this winter. Get a new cooling and plumbing in Mount Iowa.
Welcome back, folks. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena, and we've missed a couple baskets here. Both misses by the Gorlocks and the Tigers. Tigers currently have the ball, though. They're going to go into the corner to Brock Butler. He gets it back to the top of the key to Fowler, who goes inside to Singletary, who throws up a wild-looking shot. He can't get it to go, and I think they're going to call a foul there on Evan Milligan, or they're going to just say it was out of bounds. So, no, that was a hard fall there for C.J. Singletary, but they're just going to say it was last touched by the Gorlocks, and it's now Tiger ball. Archibald's going to take it up at the top of the corner, or the top of the key, I should say. Gets it to Fowler. Back to Archibald. He's going to drive inside to Marquise Jones. Big man's moving him down. Corner shot. Here it comes. Up, and it's good. Brock Butler finally finds his shot from three-point land, and he now makes it a 39-37 ball game. He was 0-4 in the first half from behind the arch, and he makes one here for the Tigers. Wild-looking shot there for C.J. Moore. Can't get it to go, but Evan Milligan can. And so now it's a 41-37 ball game. Fowler going inside to Singletary, inside to Jones. He's going up. Big man gets to the ball. The big man is corn-fed, and you could see there, Kent, because he just muscled his way in for a nice and-one shot.
He did use his body.
He got a nice backdoor pass almost from C.J. Singletary and went up strong and got it to fall. And he's going to shoot and one, but we're going to have a quick timeout. We'll take one with him. It's a 41-39 ball game. We'll be right back here on KILJ Radio.
Are you looking for an adventure? Are you an adrenaline junkie? Do you need something to warm you up on a cold January night? Then you can't afford to miss the world's toughest rodeo at the U.S. Cellular Center in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on January the 29th and 30th. And to make it even better, Shiloh Outfitters will give you a free rodeo ticket. That's right. With a qualifying purchase, you will receive a ticket voucher to the world's toughest rodeo absolutely free. So come on in and see Miss Cherry's great selection of hats to boots and everything in between. Get some new duds and pick up your free rodeo ticket. But hurry, supplies are limited. That's Shiloh Outfitters, 3.5 miles south of Mount Pleasant, just off Highway 218. Watch for the sign in the big red Justin booth.
Welcome back, Tiger fans. We're here on the campus of Iowa Wesleyan University, where we have a good matchup right now with Webster University. The Gorlocks, the mythical creatures, have a 2-point lead right now over the Tigers, 41-39. But right before the timeout, Marquise Jones hit a nice and-one shot, so he's going to go to the line to shoot one more, and he could cut it to a 1-point ball game. And it's been a while since the Tigers were anywhere near the lead. So we have 16 minutes and 54 seconds left until the end of this game. Still a lot of basketball to be played here.
Last lead the Tigers saw was at the 12-minute mark of the first half.
So it's been a long time since they've had the lead. Marquise hits the first or his only free throw, so it's now 41-40. Here comes Moore for the Gorlocks. He's going to be taken away by Fowler. Fowler is able to hang on to it. Nice job there by Butler to keep it in bounds. Fowler's going to push it up. He goes down to Archibald into Marquise. Marquise around the back. Marquise to Stephen Archibald. It happened. The big man did it. Holy cow, what a pass. You saw Chris Fowler do it earlier in the game, and now we saw Marquise Jones around the back and gets it to Archibald, and now it's 42-41, Tiger lead. And now the Tiger bench is all sort of pumped up. Checking in for the Gorlocks is going to be Adam Etter, and I believe they're also calling in C.J. Moore. No, it was Xavier Dortch. Dortch was a big player in that first half. Etter over to Dortch, into the corner to Ward. He's picked up on a double team. And it's going to be taken away by Archibald. It's going to be saved, though, by Milligan. And they're going to go right inside to Evans. And Evans gets it to go. So Gorlocks come right back with their own points. And it's now 43-42 Webster lead. Fowler picked up at the top by Etter. Gives it to Butler. Butler gets it back to Fowler. He's driving in. He tries to go inside to Archibald. But it was swatted away by Milligan, but they're going to say it was last touched by Milligan.
I think the Tigers got a break there.
So it's going to be IWU basketball here. Fowler, the inbounder, goes up top to Mitchell Dre. Here comes a three-pointer. It's up. Can't get it to fall. A nice shot there by Butler, but it was just not meant to be. It looked like it had everything going for it. Tevin Evans with a nice transition shot. He goes right to the basket. So it's now 45-42 here. 15 and a half minutes left to play. Archibald with the ball. Over to Fowler. Cross court now to Butler. Back to Archibald. Back to Butler. Inside to Marquise. Outside to Archibald. He shoots a three, and it's good. Stephen Archibald ties the ball game up. 45-45 here. Ball's being brought up now by Adam Etter. And we're going to have a stoppage in play. What are they going to call here?
Call a foul on somebody, but I'm not sure who.
They're going to say Marquise Jones was too aggressive, so Marquise coming out, and he is furious with that call. And he's going to be replaced. Looks like that's either Austin Walker or Joe Lennon down there. I think it's Joe Lennon. It is. A nice drive to the basket there by Dortch. He gets it to fall, so it's 47-45. Post defense has really been lacking here for the Tigers. Fowler over to Butler. He gets it right back, though. He's going to have a double team on him, but he gets it inside to Dre, outside to Butler. Back to Fowler, back to Butler. He shoots a three. It's up, and it's good. Brock Butler missed all four in the first half, but he's made two here so far. A slow first half, and now he's catching fire in the second half, and it's now 48-47 Tiger lead. They're going to go cross court to Ward. He shoots a mid-range. It's no good. Rebounded by Ward. Inside to Evans. kicks it outside. Dortch shoots a three. Dortch can't get it to go. It's going to be rebounded by Ward, but taken away by Fowler, and he's going to be pushing the ball forward now. He's pushing the tempo. He tries an alley-oop to Mitch Dre. Poor choice there, and it's taken away by the Gorlocks. Here comes Dortch in transition. A nice layup there, but not enough on it. Now here come the Tigers in transition. Fowler to Dre. Here comes the shot. It's up. There you go, folks. Mitchell Dre gets them going, and the Tigers are full of life. And it's now 51-47. Timeout taken by the Gorlocks. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back. Tigers leading 51-47 here on KILJ Radio.
Invite you in to shop their winter clearance shoe sale. 20 to 50% off the regular price footwear for children, ladies, and men. Ladies area boots on sale for $69.97 to $99.97. All clearance shoes on racks and tables, easy for you to try on, easy for you to pick out, easy for you to enjoy. There's a fit for every foot, and right now those shoes are on sale at the winter clearance shoe sale at Brown Shoe Fit, east side of the square, uptown, Mount Pleasant.
Welcome back, folks. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena, where the Tigers have just come to life and exploded offensively. They currently lead 51-47. Kent, what's been happening the last couple minutes?
Ball's going in the basket. Wesleyan's outscored the Gorlocks 21-9 so far in this third quarter, so to speak. We got the game divided into four quarters, the way I look at it. And right now, we're just ending the third quarter, and Wesleyan Tigers in at 4-point lead, and they've exploded here in the third quarter. 21 points. They had 30 at halftime.
You give some of that credit to Brock Butler. As we said, he missed all four of his three-pointers in the first half, but he's made two here in the second half. And Mitch Dre also hit a three, and they currently lead 51-47. It's going to be Gorlock ball now. Brought up by Dortch. He's been a real lightning bug for the Gorlock offense.
He's been a pain in the rear end.
He's going to pass it around to Eder, who's looking inside. It's going to be a nice job there by Lennon to deny Milligan. Evans is going to drive. He throws it cross court. Dortch has it. He has 5 seconds to shoot. He goes up. Can't get it to go. It looked like it was blocked by Dre. I think we're going to say it was. It's going to be 3 seconds left on the shot clock here for Webster. And checking in for the Tigers is Elijah Johnson. He's going to be substituting in for Brock Butler. 3 seconds to get a shot off. Evans gets a wild-looking layup. It's going to be blocked by Dre. Nice defense by Mitchell Dre. Now Chris Fowler bringing the ball up. He's driving, and they're going to say...
I think it's on Ward. No, I take that back.
They're going to say it was on Adam Eder. I didn't really see him what his contribution was to that foul, but Fowler gets it into Dre, and Dre's going to take a step-back shot, and he gets it to fall. Mitchell Dre isn't the biggest guy in the court. He's tall, 6'6", but he's built like a stick figure there, Kent, but he makes that nice Dirk Nowitzki-esque turnaround jumper really work for him. Long shot missed for Gorlock. It's going to be rebounded there by Fowler. Fowler does a good job of rebounding, especially for a point guard. Here comes this three from Elijah Johnson. Johnson gets it to fall. That pass wasn't even intended for Elijah Johnson, and he gets it to go. Johnson picked it up before it went out of bounds. They were looking for Dre in the corner, but Elijah gets it to go, and now it's 56-47. Now here's a big block from Mitchell Dre. As Marshall Mathers say, forget about Dre, and that's clearly what the Gorlocks have done, and he's really burned them here in the second half with blocks and threes and that beautiful turnaround post shot. Mitchell Dre making his mark here. He's done this quite a few times in the last couple home games. Here come the Gorlocks inside. A nice in and out pass there. That one was Hunter Ward under the basket with a nice reverse layup, and it's now 56-49. Tigers lead, and we have 12 minutes left to play. Fowler over to Archibald, back to Fowler. He's going to drive. He goes to Elijah Johnson for three. Elijah Johnson can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Tevin Evan. He gets it back. And here comes a three for the Gorlocks, and that's going to fall. That one by Xavier Dortch. So now it's just pretty much a game of cat and mouse with 3-pointers, and Fowler turns the ball over, and here come the Gorlocks. Dortch has the ball. He drives. He goes cross court. They're going to slow it down and bring everybody back here. Eder going into the layup. He gets a nice, easy lane. What was Chris Fowler thinking on that one? He just gave him a clear-cut highway express route right to 2 points, and he took it. So now the Gorlocks have fought back to 56-54.
Well, that 9-point lead disappeared in a hurry.
Yeah, it did indeed. Tigers have the ball over to Fowler. Into the corner to Lennon. He goes inside. He's stolen away. That's going to be taken away by Walton. Dortch in transition. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Archibald. He gets it to Johnson. They're going to be pushing the tempo now. Or they're going to slow things down now as they get it over to Fowler. Inside to Dre. He's backing down. He gets it to Fowler in the post. He puts it up. Can't get it to go, but Mitchell Dre flies in and puts it back. Mitchell Dre is playing very well and very efficient right now, and it's 58-54 Tigers lead. Tevin Evans gets it inside to Austin Ward. He shoots a post-up shot. Can't get it to fall. Almost put back there by Evans. Rebounded by Archibald. Fowler pushing it up now. He's picked up by 2 different Gorlocks. He gets it to Archibald. Over to the corner now to Lennon. He goes inside to Mitch. Dre goes up, and he's going to shoot it, and he can't get it to fall. He got fouled hard on that one. Let's see who they credit the foul to. They're going to say Taylor Walton was the culprit there, so they're going to send Mitch Dre to the line. Walton really didn't play a lot, even though he's a starter. He only played 4 minutes in that first half. First free throw is up and no good. That's been the theme of today's ball game. Inconsistent free throws by everybody. Checking in now for the Tigers, Trey Polite and Marquise Jones, replacing Lennon and Johnson. No, Johnson's still in. They replaced Fowler. So the 5 on the court right now for Wesleyan is Marquise Jones, Brock Butler, Mitch Dre, Trey Polite, and Elijah Johnson. And he makes the second. It's going to be 59-54. Checking in now is number 30 for the Tigers, Austin Walker, the local product out of Ottumwa. Gorlocks working it around the top of the arch. Walton gets it to Evans, gets it to Moore.
Is that a St. Louis pun? Around the arch?
I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it, Kent, but it might be. Oh, and a nice layup there by Ojo, and he can't get it to fall. Tigers rebound. It's going to be Butler bringing it up now. Over in the hands of Trey Polite inside. They get it to Jones. Jones backing down. He tries to go baseline there to Polite.
Got a little bit too cute.
Too much there. So it's now 59-54 with 9.5 minutes left to play. And it looks like we're getting word here from John Cewins that Eureka beat Greenville, which is great news for the Tigers here, and a missed shot by the Gorlocks, and it's being brought up by Brock Butler. Eureka won 75-56. So now they have an... Oh, it was women's team that won, excuse me. So now Wesleyan has an 8-1 conference record, and Greenville is 8-2 behind the women's. So now we have a shot from Ward. It can't go down, and they're going to call a loose ball foul. It's going to go against the Gorlocks.
I think it's going to be on Ward.
Yes, it is. They're going to call it against Ward, Hunter Ward there.
I think that's his third.
Checking in is C.J. Singletary for the Tigers. He's going to be coming in for Elijah Johnson. 59-54 is the official score right now. He's going to take a deep three. It's up and it's good. Usually you don't see Austin Walker shooting threes, but he makes that one. They left him alone, and he made him pay, so it's now 62-54. Gorlock's going to go inside with Moore. An easy layup there, but it can't go down. He misses the easy layup. So lucky breaks all around here for the Tigers, and Marquise Jones bringing it up now. He was picked up by Moore, and Moore was too aggressive on the press defense. And we're going to have a timeout called on the floor, and that was taken by Chris Bunch, the head coach of the Gorlocks. We'll take one with them. We have 8 minutes and 11 seconds left to play. Your Tigers are leading 62-54. You're listening to Iowa Wesleyan basketball on 105.5 FM KILJ.
Our broadcast is brought to you in part by MPC Enterprises. It's a PCI certified producer of architectural and structural precast concrete products to the Midwest. They provide a variety of products including beams, double T roof and wall panels, columns, spandrel panels, stairs, insulated architectural wall panels, and stadium risers. All located right here in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. MPC Enterprises says, go Tigers. At Sunnybrook at Mount Pleasant, residents enjoy an active, engaging lifestyle that promotes wellness and independence. It's their goal to keep their residents linked to resources and opportunities that will fulfill their needs and interests in the Mount Pleasant area. Residents have many opportunities to participate in a variety of life-enriching activities and events designed to stimulate the mind, body, and soul. 6 East Linden Drive. If you'd like to call them, give them a call at 385-7227. Sunnybrook.
Welcome back, folks. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena. And Kent, you got to tell the folks what you just told me. It's been a tale of two halves here.
It sure has, Taylor. At the halftime break, Webster led 38-30, but outscored 32-16 by Wesleyan in the second half so far. So Wesleyan went from down 8 to up 8.
And right now they're working it around. Austin Walker to Trey Polite. He's going to go up, and he's going to shoot a nice floater there. That was looking like he was just going to land on the cloud, and it falls. So it's now a 10-point lead, 64-54. And here comes a charge. They're going to call Evan Milligan on it. And Chris Bunch is out there arguing. You better watch out. He might get a technical here in a second. There he goes. He's pushing the limit here. But he's going to restrain himself, so now we're going to get back to the ball game. Brock Butler bringing it up here for the Tigers. Over to Polite. To Walker. Back to Polite. He's picked up by 2 Horlocks. He's going to give it back to Walker. He a 3. No, he can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Singletary. Into the hands of Butler. He goes up into the paint. Gets it to go. A rough layup there right in the teeth of the defense. Goes down for Brock Butler. And it's now 66-54. We're going to have an off-ball foul here. I think it's going to be against Trey Polite. No, it's going to be against Michael Neff. I've been really bad about guessing my fouls tonight. Neff is going to be called for the off-ball foul.
And we're sitting at a bad angle up here because we can't see who the official signals, and they do it different than high school. In college, they do it with 2 hands instead of 1. So it's hard to tell which hand is the first number, which hand's the second number.
Gorlock's working it around. A good job there. That was Michael Neff denying the ball to Evan Milligan. Milligan really tore the Tigers up in that first half, so a good job by Neff to make sure he doesn't get the ball. Hunter Ward has it. He's picked up, and it's going to be stolen away by Trey Polite. He picked it off right in the passing lane there, so it's going to be brought up now by Butler. Brock's calling up a play, gets it over to Polite. He's looking for some help. He goes inside to Neff. Outside, here comes another shot. Austin Walker, he's got all the confidence in the world right now. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Neff, though, so it's going to be Gorlock basketball.
And you don't need a 3 right now. You got a 12-point lead.
7 minutes left to play, absolutely.
You get to 3 anytime.
Checking in for the Gorlocks is going to be Adam Etter and Xavier Dortch. Again, I have never said the word Gorlock before tonight, and I don't think I'll say it again after tonight.
You'll never forget it.
Absolutely. And now here comes Milligan. He's going to pass it out, and here comes Dortch inside the paint. Step back jumper. Nice shot. Can't get it to fall. It's going to be rebounded by Dunn. They're going to give it to Milligan. He'll shoot a three. Wide open. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Polite. Brought up by Butler. We have 6.5 minutes left to play. They're going to pass it over to Polite. He's getting picked up by Eder. Over to Butler. The Gorlocks have really moved into a zone defense here, and that ball is going to be passed out by Polite. We're going to have 4 new Tigers coming in. Chris Fowler, Mitchell Dre, Elijah Johnson, and Steven Archibald. The only player getting to stay in the game is going to be Michael Neff. So we have 6 minutes and 14 seconds left to play. Tigers lead 66-54.
And now is the time that you really don't want to slow the game down a whole lot, but you got to eat some clock.
Absolutely. They're going to give that clock into the hands of Chris Fowler. He has 9 seconds to get something. They're working to Archibald. Outside to Neff. To Fowler. He shoots a three. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Milligan. It's going to be brought up by Dunn. Now to Dortch. He's been a thorn in the paw of the Tigers tonight. Gorlock's doing a really good job of moving the ball right now. It's at the top of the key with Hunter Ward. To Dunn, into the corner to Milligan. Working it out all the way around the arch. This time to Eder, top of the key. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Archibald. Tigers doing a much better job rebounding in the second half. Here comes a deep three for Elijah Johnson. Johnson gets the hit. That ball he was so far out, he could have been in New London for all we know.
That should have been worth 4 points.
69-54 currently. Tigers lead. Milligan backing down in the paint. He goes up, fouled by Neff. So he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. Waiting to check in for the Gorlocks is Tevin Evans. You have to imagine he'd probably be coming in for Eder or maybe Dunn. Yeah, he's coming in for Dunn. First free throw's up and good. 69-55 with Evans checking in. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to play. It's a 14-point Tiger lead. Here comes Milligan's second free throw. Up and it is good. So it's now 69-56. Tigers going to give it to Elijah Johnson. He goes to Dre. He's going to push it up. He goes outside, though, to Fowler. He's going to go back to Johnson. Over to Dre. Dre's going to shoot a three. It's up and it's good. Mitchell Dre. Wow, Mitchell Dre was left wide open for a three-pointer, and he hits it. So it's now 72-56. Gorlocks can't get the layup to go in. So now Tigers pushing it up in tempo. They're going to give it back to Dre. He's going to shoot another three. It's up and it's in. The pump fake threw off a couple of defenders, and Mitch Dre gets it to fall. And it ain't no thing for Dr. Dre tonight. 75-56 with 4 minutes and about 15 seconds left to play. As Tevin Evans gets a little wild with the ball, but they're going to say he was fouled. And they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. So he'll shoot free throws here. Shot is up and it is no good. Again, a lot of players missing their first free throws.
9 out of 14 from the arc for Wesleyan in the second half.
From the arc or from the free throw line?
From the arch.
From the arch.
From the St. Louis arch.
And he gets the second to fall. 75-57 now. Into Fowler. For all this great ball that's being played by Mitch Dre, I feel like I need to nickname him the Doctor. They're going to go inside to Neff. He goes outside to Fowler, who goes right through the teeth of the defense to Archibald, who gets it up. Can't get it to fall, though. That was a brilliant idea by Fowler and Steven Archibald, but they can't get it to work. And then Evans tried to be a little fancy with the ball, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. John coming up with puns here. He said Milligan's Island for Evan Milligan of the Gorlocks. Rebounded by Milligan. There's a deep three for Ward, and he gets it to fall. See, John, when you make puns, they start scoring points. So it's now 75-60 here. They have it in the hands of Michael Neff. This is no longer really set basketball. It's more transition deep passing. Fowler has the ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock. They go baseline into Neff. It's up, and he gets swatted away by Evans. And they're going to say rebounded there by Archibald. And then they're going to say he was shoved out of bounds, or, loose ball foul on Adam Etter. Neff went up and got swatted down, and that was by Tevin Evans. And they're going to say Archibald was fouled when he was falling out of bounds. So they're going to give him a shot here at the free throw line. First shot is up, and it's good. 76-60 now. Second free throw. Up, and it is good. So a rare back-to-back free throw makes it in this game. Not a lot of people are doing it today. Ball's being brought up by Etter. He's picked up by Johnson. Over to the corner to Milligan. He goes inside to Evans, and he shoots up, and that's going to be a missed shot, but they're going to say he was fouled by Mitchell Dre. Dre's making his case on why he fouled him.
You know, Dre in the second half, he was 0 out of 1 from the field in the first half, but in the second half, he's 5 out of 5 from the field, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, and he's got 14 points in the second half.
Just an incredible half here for Mitchell Dre. We've seen a lot of good basketball games from him lately. Again, I think I'm going to give him the nickname Doctor, so he's Dr. Dre.
He's a rapper.
I'm going to start. Good job, Ken. And start saying some of his lyrics, maybe, after every shot. I think that'd be a good little niche to have here for the Tigers. Dre has the ball. He's going in. He's going to lay it up, and he can't get it to fall. And Archibald was supposed to give him some help there and didn't give him any. Evans shoots a three. Evans gets it to go down. Gorlocks really starting to play with their backs up against the wall. 77-64 is the score. 2:45 left to play. Neff has the ball. Over to Fowler. It's more of a game of keep away right now more than basketball. Dre has it. Cross court to Johnson. It's going to be picked away there by Dortch, and a beautiful pass to Evans. And he's going to go around the back, and he's going to dunk it. That was just a great Gorlock play there. First by Dortch to get the steal, and then just to throw it over his head towards his own basket for a nice dunk by Evans, and they're going to call a timeout. We'll take one with them. 77-66 is the current score. We'll be right back with more basketball here on KILJ.
Tell them boys it's too late.
Want free checking? Do you have extra cash, or do you need a farm or commercial loan granted by local lenders? Stop in at People's State Bank in Winfield, and you'll get the friendly individual service you deserve to help you with all your banking needs. At People's State Bank, you get fast local loan decisions, great rates for your investment, and a friendly modern environment to do all your banking. Even if you don't live in the immediate area, People's State Bank can still serve your needs with internet and telephone banking, both free services when you bank with us. Need another bank to diversify your funds? Try People's State Bank for great rates and free insurance on deposits over $100,000. A safety factor so you won't worry about your funds. If you're over 50, People's State Bank will give you free checks for your accounts. They have all sizes of lock boxes, cash back on their credit cards, and if you pay your bills online, that service is also free at People's State Bank. Local hometown friendly service. That's People's State Bank of Winfield. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back, fans. We're inside Olin G. Rubel Arena where the Tigers have an 11-point lead, 77-66 over the Gorlocks. And there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Tigers need to hold on to the ball, but they also need to be scoring, playing some good defense. You can't sleep on the Gorlocks right now. Dre, beautiful move there. He didn't even jump. He got a couple Gorlocks to jump, and then he had just an easy basket there. Gorlocks going to work it around to Dortch, three-pointer. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Jones. Pushed up by Fowler. He's going into the paint, inside to Archibald. He goes up, can't get it to go. Gets a tip, can't get that to fall. So it's now 79-66, a minute 45 left to play. Ward can't get that to fall. Rebounded by Jones. being pushed forward now by Fowler. He's going in the paint. He's going to go outside to Dre. He's going to just work it around. They don't need to score. They just need to keep the ball in their hands and waste the clock. Now Brock Butler has on the far left side, far right side, I should say. Inside to Fowler. He's going to go outside. Deep three-pointer. Butler airballs it. So now it's keeping pushed forward by the Gorlocks. They got to score and score fast here. And Ward's going to get an easy bucket in the paint. And that's going to be a score. What's that? I've never seen that. Is that a travel they're calling here? Oh, I think they're... That was a very strange call there. So it's 79-68. It looked like they were calling traveling, but it wasn't a traveling call.
I think the referee was just signaling the other official. Let's get this game over with.
He goes, I got a reservation over at the press box tonight. And now we have 1 minute left to play. Tigers have the ball. Fowler dribbling around. He's picked up by a couple Gorlocks. It's Dortch. He's going to go to Archibald. Archibald on the alley-oop. Gets it to go. The alley-oop layup is a signature move here for Archibald and Fowler. 81-68 is the score. 45 seconds left to play. Evans shoots a three. He gets it to fall. Gorlocks aren't going down easy. It's 81-71. Now we have just a little over 30 seconds left to play. Fowler wisely gets it past half court, and he's going to be fouled. And a clear shove there by Dortch, and they're going to give it to... Oh, there needs to be a couple fouls called by Milligan. You're not allowed to hang on the hoop. So first, Dortch just shoved Fowler to the ground, and then Milligan hung on the hoop. That should have been a couple technicals there, Kent.
I would agree.
I think they did call a technical.
I don't know whether it's against Fowler or Butler. Might be against both of them.
Yep, here comes, I believe they did call a technical foul. Or I don't know what they call. We have 23 seconds left and nobody's lined up anywhere.
Well, I'll tell you, if this is a technical against Wesleyan and they're shooting 4 shots with the basketball.
No, they're not going to be called a technical. I think it's just a regular foul. But I do believe that in Division II and I think all college basketball, you're not allowed to hang on the hoop. So Elijah Johnson's going to sub in for Chris Fowler in a rare move. So it's an 8-point ball game right now, 81-73. Butler is going to shoot a free throw. It's up and it's good. 82-73 now, and he'll shoot a second. It's up and it is good, so he makes both. 10-point ball game, 83-73. Tevin Evans bringing the ball up for the Gorlocks. He goes for a dunk, can't get it to go. Rebounded, put up by Ward. They have all the athleticism in the world on this Webster team, just not the willpower, I would say the discipline to really execute it to full fruition. And we're going to have shots here for Austin Ward, or Hunter Ward, I should say. It's up and it's good. His one and only shot, so it's now 83-76. Butler is going to be bringing the ball forward now. Picked up by Evans. 8 seconds left to go. Evans steals it. He's going to push it, but he's going to just dribble it away, and he just kicked it away. So he turned the ball over on himself, and that's going to be the ball game. Tigers win 83-76. We're going to have some more post-game comments right back. But again, the Tigers win 83-76 over the Gorlocks. You're listening